Hi, this is the Yin Yoga wall sequence, which is lovely to do just before bed. We'll only be holding each pose for about 2 minutes, but if you know Yin Yoga, you might want to hold some of them for longer. I will talk us through getting into the right position and also through the sequence about using props, because you want to be as comfortable as possible in each of the poses that we do. So you might want to have bolsters if you've got them, or cushions, blocks and belts. But really we just want to support the body, really let it relax as we come close to bedtime. At the end we will do a short relaxation, but you might want to use one of our other videos where we do body scans, which again can be lovely at night time. I will use some slides through the sequence just to show the posture from different positions, as some of them aren't easy to see from the side. So I hope you enjoy this sequence. This practice, you can see I'm dressed nice and warmly, with nice warm socks. You need to keep warm, so we're very still. So just make sure you're wrapped up nice and warm. And you're getting close to the wall, and then just gently swinging the legs up the wall and coming to lie flat on your back. And then just getting to the right position for you. So you might want your hips closer to the wall or further away. And also if you find your head's tipping back, then just a little blanket onto the head. You don't want to bring it up too far, but just support the head. And again with the hips, if you find your hips lifting, or that you're just feeling uncomfortable, you can just put a blanket, support the hips and just lift the hips a little bit more. So just coming to settle here. And I'll use a timer for each pose. So just sliding the feet down the wall and dropping the knees out to the side. So just letting the body rest here. Maybe bringing the hands down beside you or onto your belly. You can rest the legs against bolsters or cushions, or bringing your hands just to support the thighs, just so the body feels relaxed. And then just becoming aware of the breath, maybe with the hands on the belly, feeling the belly rise on the in-breath and drop on the out-breath. Noticing the movement of the chest, and also the cool air coming in through the nose and down the throat, and the warm air as it leaves. Just letting the body melt into the mat. So just letting the body relax here. The mind starts wandering, just bringing your attention back to the breath, maybe the movement of the belly or the whole breath. And notice the sensations in your body. If they become too strong or too difficult, maybe just adjusting your posture. Otherwise, just being with the sensations, being curious, accepting what's there, not needing to change it. You might find that your body starts relaxing more. Your knees maybe part a bit more, your feet drop, as your body starts to relax into this posture. And now, just gently bringing the hands to the side of the legs and bringing the knees together, and then just lengthening the legs up the wall and just relaxing here. Again, either with the hands on the belly, or maybe just stretching out the shoulders by taking the arms above the head to see what's comfortable for you. And then if you're ready and you've got your arms above your head, just bringing them back, maybe resting them on the belly again. Maybe just gently releasing the neck by slowly turning the head slightly one way and then rolling it the other, using the breath with the movement. Not going to the full extent of movement, just a very gentle movement from side to side, with the head always in contact with the ground. And just keeping awareness on the breath. Continue to notice the movement of the belly, the chest, noticing the pressure of the back against the mat, the sensation of the legs as they are raised above you. Just keeping the whole body supported and relaxed. Becoming aware of the sensations within the body and just letting them be, just being curious, as if this is the first time you've experienced these sensations. And each time the mind wanders, as it will, as it looks for stimulation, just coming back to that breath and coming back to the body. Just with a sense of nowhere to go, nothing to do. Just being here, breathing. And then just letting the legs drop apart. And you can use support here, so maybe bolsters or cushions under the thighs just to support the legs. Or could use a belt as shown in the insert. This just stops the legs from holding too much tension or aches within the leg. And then coming to relax here again. Just feeling the stretch on the inside of the thigh. Maybe with time noticing the legs as they part. Just getting it comfortable. If the stress feels too much, then bringing the legs closer together. Or if they stretch more, then letting them part. Just doing what's comfortable for your body. While still keeping in contact with the breath. Just making sure that the head's supported and the back. So the floor is just holding the weight of the body. You're not having to use any muscles. You're just trying to let the body stretch out and relax, not causing tension within the body. Again, just connecting with that breath. Noticing the rise of the belly on the in-breath and the drop on the belly on the out-breath. Connecting the sensation of the back of the body against the mat. The sensations maybe of air on the skin and the touch of the clothes. If sensations become too much on the inner leg, then just bring the legs a bit closer together. And gently taking your hands to the sides of the thigh and bringing the feet together. While here, just letting the legs relax, just for a couple of breaths before moving into the next pose. And then bring the feet just about hip distance apart, sliding the feet down the wall. You may find that you need to move further away from the wall, so just adjusting your position just to make it comfortable for you. Again, we're just relaxing here. Have the hands beside you, above the head, where that's comfortable for you. Just relaxing into this posture. No sense of having to hold the body there, just using gravity in the wall. And there may be distractions around, but every time you find you get distracted, just coming back to the breath. Be curious about the breath. Is every breath the same? Or does the breath vary in length and depth? Which nostril do you breathe in through? Do you notice your mind wandering? Does your mind want to come out of this pose? Are you thinking, looking at the time? Just being curious about what goes through your mind, but not get caught up in thinking. Noticing how the body is feeling. You might want to stretch your arms above the head again, just to stretch your shoulders. Or you could bring the arms into a cactus shape, which also just helps with the shoulders. Or bring the arms down beside the body. Just letting the body relax. And again, maybe moving the head, just a gentle rolling movement. Just releasing the neck. No urgency. And then just gently sliding the legs back up the wall. And taking a few breaths here before we move into the next pose. And then just gently bending the right knee and then bringing the right ankle over the left thigh. So just getting stretch in the right hip. And then, if it's okay for your hip, you might want to just slide that left foot down the wall, only as far as comfortable, just to get some additional stretch. While here, just again be in contact with the breath and the body. If you find that the pressure in the hip becomes too great, you can move the foot further up the wall. Or if you want a little bit more stretch, you can slowly bring the foot down the wall. Just listen to your body and what the body needs. You may also find that you need to move further away from the wall. Just do what's comfortable for you. And again, when the mind wanders, and it maybe goes to what you're going to be doing after this practice, what you've been doing through the day, just coming back to the breath and the body. Just allowing the sensations to be, just being curious about how does your body feel at this moment in time. And then gently uncrossing the legs, bringing both feet onto the wall and sliding them up straight. And just taking a couple of breaths here, where you notice how the legs feel. Oh, there's a difference in the sensations between the two hips. And then bending the left knee, bringing the left ankle over the right thigh. And again, you can slide the right foot down the wall, just stretching out the hip. And just notice the sensation in that hip and the stretch. And maybe it feels different to the other side. Maybe the degree you can stretch is different. Just being aware of all the sensations. And as before, if it feels too much, just straightening the leg more. Or if you want a bit more stretch, just sliding that foot down the wall. Just listening to your body. Just staying here. Being aware of the body, being aware of the breath. Maybe using the breath, so if the sensations start to feel strong, just breathe into the area where you have the strongest sensations. Breathing in and just letting go. Maybe just bring your attention to your jaw. Just notice if there's tension within the jaw. And if so, maybe just moving the jaw from side to side, opening the mouth slightly and shutting it. And then making sure that your teeth aren't clenched. There's a space between the teeth and that the tongue just touches the top of the palate. And then straightening out the legs and again staying here for a couple of breaths. Noticing how both hips now feel. And then we're going to twist, so bringing the feet down the wall, dropping the knees out to the side of the body, taking the arms out to side at the right angle if that's comfortable. And again, if it's comfortable, turning the head in the opposite direction to the knees. But if it's better for your neck to keep the head straight or turn towards the direction of the knees, that's okay too. You can also bring the shins against the wall to get a bit more of a twist. Doing just what's right for you. As always, you can always move away from the wall if that will release the tension within the body. And just allowing the body to relax here. Making sure that the shoulders are relaxed, flat or towards the floor. The hips are relaxed. And just that gentle twist of the spine, allowing the muscles to relax in the body. To be aware where you can feel the breath within the body. And how being this twist alters the breath. Maybe start to notice the gap between the in-breath and the out-breath, and the out-breath and the in-breath. Almost like just some stillness that arrives between each breath. And then gently bringing the head back to center, the arms beside you to support the body. Bring the feet up against the wall and then gently dropping them to the other side. Taking the shins against the wall if that feels the right thing for you. Take the arms back out to right angles and then turning the head in the opposite direction to the knees, again if that feels right for your neck. Otherwise, maybe looking up or even turning towards the side of the knees. As you lie here, just breathing into the body, just allowing the muscles to relax. Coming back to the breath each time the mind wanders. Going back to the sensations in the body. Maybe just taking your attention to the body. Noticing what sensations are there and being curious about how sensations come and they go. Maybe asking yourself the question, what does this feel like? And then just bring your head back to centre, feet back to centre, and just bringing your legs up the wall again. Notice the sensations in the body. And then moving away from the wall, bringing the legs down, rolling onto your belly. And coming into some form of Sphinx pose, either with your forehead on your hands, just relaxing here. Or maybe coming up onto your forearms. Or bringing your hands underneath your chin. If you have a pillow or bolster, you might just use this to lean on, so there's no pressure at all on the arms. Just noticing the sensations within the lower back. And as you're in this pose, you might find the sensations become quite strong, and you bring your head to the back of the hands. If you've had your head on the back of your hands, you may find that you want to come up into the full Sphinx pose. So just listening to your body and doing what feels right for you at this moment in time, which may be different to other people or may be different to what's right for you on other days. And then just slowly lifting the head, rolling onto your side and coming to lie on your back for Savasana. Maybe you've got your feet relaxing against the wall, and your hands out to the side or on your belly, and just allowing your body to relax on the floor, just melting into the ground. Just being aware of the back of the body on the mat. Just allowing the body to settle on the mat, just as if it's melting into the mat. And then taking a long, slow, deep breath in through the nose. And then breathing out through the mouth as you let go of all the events of the day. Taking another long, deep breath into the nose. Breathing out through the mouth, letting go of what you have to do for the rest of the day and tomorrow. And then just taking the longest, deepest breath of the day in through the nose. And then breathing out through the mouth as you just allow your body to relax and sink into the mat. And then just becoming aware of your breath. And gently guiding your attention down to your toes. Just noticing the sensations within the toes and the sole of the feet and the top of the feet and the ankles. Just being curious, not wanting it to be different or to change it. Just being curious about how are my feet at this moment in time. And then as if you were breathing into your feet, breathe in and then breathing out, letting go of your awareness of your feet and bringing your attention to the lower legs. the knees and the thighs, noticing the pressure of the back of the legs against the mat, sensation of clothes or air on the skin, the weight of the muscles and bones. Just sensing them directly, so we're not picturing or imagining them, just sensing how are they feeling in this moment in time. Not wanting it to be different, just being curious. And then breathing into the legs, breathing out, letting go, and bring your attention to your hips, noticing the weight of the bones and the pelvis. Again, noticing the weight against the mat. And then extending your attention out to the whole of the lower body. And breathing into the lower body, breathing out as it just melts into the mat. And then bring your attention to your lower back, your middle back and your upper back. Noticing the strength of the spine, muscles either side, where the back touches the mat and where there's space. And then breathing into the back, breathing out, bring your attention around to your belly, noticing the movement of the belly with the breath. And breathing into the belly, breathing out, and bring your attention to the chest. Again, noticing the movement of the chest with the breath. Maybe noticing the heartbeat as well. And then breathing into the chest, breathing out as you bring your awareness to your fingertips, to your fingers and the palm of the hand at the back of the hand. Noticing the temperature, noticing if they're feeling tingling or dumbness. And then just extending the attention up the arms and the wrists to the lower arms, the elbows and the upper arms. Noticing the weight of the arms and the sensations within the arms. And breathing into the arms, breathing out, letting go as you bring your focus to your shoulders, an area we often hold tension. Just noticing what sensations are there. Again, not wanting to change it, just being curious. If there are strong sensations, just as you breathe into the shoulders, just softening around the sensations. And then breathing into the shoulders, breathing out, letting go, becoming aware of the neck, strength of the spine at the back, and the softness of the throat. Maybe being aware of the cool air coming down the throat and the warm air leaving, and of swallowing. Then moving your attention to the face, just noticing the mouth. Is it warm or cool, moist or dry? The lips and the ears, the jaw. Just noticing if there's tension within the jaw. And again, if there's strong sensations, just breathing into the jaw and breathing out. Coming aware of the eyes, maybe light filtering through the eyelids, and the scalp. And then just breathing into the head, breathing out, letting go, as you bring your awareness to the whole body. Just noticing all the sensations within the body. And then, as if you were breathing into the body and breathing out of the body. Breathing into the body and breathing out. With each breath, just noticing the body settling into the ground, the body relaxing, almost like it's melting into the ground. And you may want to stay here longer, just relaxing. Or if you're ready to move, just gently bringing your knees onto your chest and then gently rolling onto your side. Maybe staying here for a few breaths. And then very gently coming up to sitting. Connecting with your breath again. Before being ready to go to bed or carry on with your day. Namaste.